All right, good morning. Let's just get right into it. I'm gonna let you guys know, I'll give you a warning right up front. When we post videos, jump right on them. You guys got to get to these videos as soon as I put them up. Sometimes they'll just be taken down, right? I'm not gonna get into this whole big thing about it, but there have been a couple videos that we put up that you guys are missing because you didn't watch it right off, okay? North Dakota citizens fight back against Chinese company. Suspicious detail of planned corn mill, right, emerges. It's funny, they're going to put a corn mill here and they're going to say, oh, well, we don't want to, we want to process the corn right there. Meanwhile, we're slaughtering animals, shipping the meat over there to all kinds of places, China, the Philippines, all these other places, having them packaged and then sending them all the way back here, right? So then we can buy them at the store. Oh my goodness, y'all. This global economy is dog wash, right? Global economy. Man, they put you in the trick bag with a global economy, right? The Clintons, the Bushes, Obama, Trump was a bad news thing for their little program. That's why Hillary was all excited about going in. She was going to be the first female president. They have the elections all rigged. Yeah, I said it. And they do it just by some percentages. So you think, oh darn, our dog was sure pretty good in that race. But not this time, right? You guys were all fired up about the American feeling and stuff, and you guys went in there and pulled the lever for the Mr. Trump man, and they minds blew off, right? So then they went into recap mode. Yeah, I'm saying it because it's all legit, right? I've been following this stuff pretty good. And if you start connecting all the dots, man, this is all legit, right? Get rid of the mail-in ballots, right? Mail-in ballots are a scam. That's all they're made to be, was a scam. And also, you used to vote around here. It used to be you had one day to vote. So you take off work, you go stand in line, you get your vote done, you cast it on the ballot, right? Where'd all that go? Now you get 2-3 weeks to vote. You can mail it in. We're turning it into a big S show. IT, whatever that H. You guys, now, the last video I was talking about fighting back, right? We have to do things, I'm not telling you guys, just go cause anarchy in the streets, right? But we just have to make our voices heard. We're not getting heard. We're being shut up. We're getting herded, but we're not getting heard because no one's speaking up loud enough, right? And the media is in on it if you haven't figured it out. So you have to speak extra loud to have your voice heard, right? Otherwise, they're just gonna push you off to the side because you're irrelevant, because they got a system going on. North Dakota residents are attempting to keep, hold on, let me turn this the other way so I can actually read it without being cut off all my words, and then I won't be able to flow here, right? Ready? All right, this is from the Western Journal, right? thewesternjournal.com. A lot of times I don't put these news articles in, because I want you guys to do a little homework. You know what I mean? Like, I put the news articles out there and all you guys got to do is some searching and stuff, and sometimes I put them in. This is from the Western Journal. North Dakota residents are attempting to keep a company allegedly affiliated with the Chinese Communist Party.
Only about saying China is one of the freest societies in the world. Don't take it from me, that's from Freedom House.
From building a corn mill in their state. Suspiciously far from supplies of the crop, but very close to a U.S. air base. Chinese manufacturer Fufeng USA, which makes food for animals, according to the Grand Forks, North Dakota city website, has purchased 370-acre site with plans to build a $700 million corn mill. Man, that feeding the animal business must be booming. Ha! Yet state and local officials say the company had ties to the CCP and it has the local community concerned, right? First and foremost, the site is just 12 miles from the Grand Forks Air Force Base. The base houses top secret drone. Hold on, what? I'm reading this right when you guys are reading it. I kind of brush over them, but I'm kind of just reading the whole thing right now. Drone technology. Man, the Chinese like the drones. Any drone you buy is from China. Coincidence. Yeah, don't worry, it's just a coincidence. It's just a coincidence. For the reason many citizens believe possible presence of a Chinese company could present a national security threat. Ben, every letter in the alphabet, Grazodilowski, a Grand Forks resident who is working with the legal team seeking to stop the project, laid out other concerns for the local community. In terms of Grand Forks, its water use, pollution and smell. Grand Zizorowski told the news, citizens from the community are attempting to collect signatures for a petition to try and bring the proposed corn mill to a vote. In addition, they're suing the city of Grand Forks to stop the project. Okay, that's what I'm talking about, right? The citizens are getting involved, right? They're going to sue the city because it's a national security problem, right? They're going to come up water resources, this and that, right? The city's just going to try to say, well, it's creating jobs and we need jobs. And that's all baloney because nobody wants to work, right? Try to hire somebody right now, right? No one needs jobs, okay? So that's all hogwash, right? So they're going to dress that up and, oh, we need jobs, you know, and this is going to bring money to the economy and stimulate the economy. Yeah, this is great, you know. No, it's not great, right? And like I said, nobody wants to work anyway. But at what cost, right? Security threats to the population concerns are not only factors calling the proposed corn mill into question. Frank Medijix, who owns the Red River Angus farm just across from the 370-acre site Fufing purchased, said that there was another detail about the deal that didn't look right. There will never be enough corn from the growers around here to facilitate that plant, ever. While Matejek, what's going on up there in Montana? While Matejek said the land Fujing purchased was some of the best farmland in the country, he added that the land did not include the abundance of corn crops, making the decision to build corn mill there questionable. So up in Montana and Wyoming and stuff like that, right, guys, you don't have a long growing season. One of the reasons why Stacy and I don't live up there. You even have to bury your chicken coop, right, because it gets cold in the wintertime, okay? So that was, you know, one of our deciding factors. But you can raise some beef up there, right? And you can free range. There's not a lot of population. It's wide open spaces. So now, just like our other article, they're coming in and they're taking that good grazing land out of commission for the beef. You guys, this is a long play, man. They're out to take this beef off your plate. They started with the farts, right? Now they're going to go to, you know, all this other stuff. Before Fujing purchased the land, it was owned by 3 local farmers. Remember that story we talked about? They were not trying to sell the property at the time, but the Chinese company offered them more than $26,000 an acre, which was significantly more than what the stuff's going for, right? So then what they're going to do is they're going to keep sweetening the offer until it's too good to refuse, right? Here these farmers are minding their own business. And then they come with $26,000 an acre. You guys can do the math, times 300 acres. I mean, come on, guys. And then that raises the farmland taxes around the whole area because now the land sold for more. You see what I'm saying? We just keep getting put in this trick bag. They're going to use all of our systems against us, okay? All of our systems are going to be used against us for them to take control because we're just sitting around being quiet, taking it on the chin. Enough is enough, you guys. I mean, I'm 55. Don't you younger folks care about this stuff? I got a lot of older folks on our channel, 50s and 60s and 70s, and they're weeping and crying. What about you younger folks? Don't you guys see what's going on? We're old and dying out, right? And by the time all this stuff really gets serious, we're probably going to be gone. You guys, the next generation, you are going to live in bondage like you've never seen before, that you've only read about, right? We're trying to warn you guys. You have to stand up now. If you don't stand up now when it's kind of easy, it's going to get really hard. And when it gets really hard, that's when you're not going to like it. This is crazy, the citizen said. Recent meeting, this is crazy, or a citizen said. You people want to keep bringing communist China to Grand Forks, and they kill people in communist China. That's the other thing. Bill Clinton started this whole China relationship. Go look this stuff up, right? We didn't have anything to do with the Chinese. They treat their people like garbage. They're totally a communist state. You know, it's do as I say over there. They control the population. Remember that? The 1 child per family crap. What are you guys doing? Wake up out there, right?
It's only about saying China is one of the freest societies in the world. Don't take it from me. That's from Freedom House.
That's what they're bringing here. They're going to try to bring that here so they can control everything. This is not what we're all about in America, okay? This is not what we're all about in America. This is not why the founding fathers left all that stuff that they're trying to bring in now, right? And we've had a 200-year, kind of, sort of, because some of it's been kind of phony baloney, but we've had this good run of, you know, people being free, right, and thinking for themselves and doing for themselves. And let's talk about this real quick. I'm done with that article. You guys understand what's going on. The CCP is buying farmland and land around these major military facilities, and no one's saying nothing about it. Or even our own federal government is saying nothing about it, okay? And that's because they're in on it, right? The Clintons actually brought the CCP into the whole fold, okay, back in the day. Go look it up. Right? Before that, nothing was made in China. We didn't import stuff from China. Everything was made in America, made somewhere else, Indonesia, where was a couple of, Taiwan, a couple of other places. And then all of a sudden, man, all this Chinese stuff started rolling in. Their factories grew. They never treat their workers fair. You guys are over here worried about human rights and marching for $15 an hour, right? And meanwhile, you guys are buying all the stuff from China and over there, right? Because everything is over there, right? Because over there, you know, they don't treat their people bad, right? Everyone over there is making $15 an hour. What's wrong with you guys, right? And when I say you guys, I'm speaking to 1 million people plus, because other people are going to watch this stuff, right? So when I say you guys, I'm not really talking about the people in the know, right? Because you guys aren't the problem, but you guys are. So don't take it personal, right? And sometimes maybe if I say stuff and I say y'all or you, maybe there's that little bit of that, I don't want to say guilt, but there's that little bit of something in there that makes you nudge towards you internalizing it and taking it personally, right? If I was listening to a guy like me say y'all and you, I would know he wasn't talking to me, because I'm trying to do everything I can, right? So I would just be brushing it off as a general speak. Some of y'all take it personally. I'm getting emails about it. Why are you saying y'all? Why are you saying Christians? You know, and then you say Joel Osteen ain't no Christian. Joel Osteen is a Christian, right? If you believe in Jesus Christ and profess him as your Lord and Savior, right, you're a Christian. You can't say Joel isn't a Christian just because you don't like his Christendom, because he believes in Jesus Christ as his Lord and Savior. So guys, don't be telling me how Joel Osteen isn't. He is a Christian. You guys just let his standards slide without calling him on the carpet, right? That's what's up. All right, but seriously, you younger folks, man, you guys are going to live in some bondage like you have never seen, right? And that's why they're keeping you dumb. That's why your face is in your phone, because when you wake up out of this stupor, it's not going to be good, right? And it's like oil, right? We can't produce oil here in our country, right? That's bad and bad for the environment. But the President of the United States can go over to Saudi Arabia and beg for them to up the production, because oil from over there doesn't hurt the environment like oil from over here. I mean, can you guys see what this is all about? I mean, we're being led by the nose by the clown shows, all right? That's all I got for you guys today. And I will say one more thing. I was going to talk about this, but you guys are probably pretty fed up with it. But another food processing place burned. Today's Thursday, last Sunday, right, in California, right? Very suspicious. Burned to the ground. Right, another chicken processing plant. Okay, was that the guy at the WEF? I'm not sure which person it was, but he, they're writing all this stuff about all this agenda stuff. Like, this stuff's for real. Like, this is not some conspiracy theory. There are documents in circulation laying out this whole plan from the WEF. I mean, they put it right out there now. They're not ashamed of it anymore. It's on the website. You can go read it. Everything, what they want to do, how they want to strip you of your movement, how they want to pin you down, how they're going to, put you in that bondage, right? All their plans. You know what I mean? Like, you can go look this stuff up, and it all has to do with food, water, and electricity. And all three of those things are under stress right now. Remember, Joe Biden comes from the administration where they said, never let a good crisis go to waste. Right? They create the crisis. 2 years ago, we were all humming along, paying $2 for gas, which was still more expensive than we should be. And, life was good. People were working, everything was kind of looking all right, and then just like that, the new administration comes in, they start using this whole COVID thing was total BS too. I'm gonna talk more about this stuff, man. They got you guys so. But back to this WEF thing. The guy at the WEF wrote it down in his paper, and he talks about hungry people, right? Hungry people work hard, right? Hungry people will get the job done. That's the kind of stuff he's saying, right? And then you hear that, right? And then you start thinking about food lines in France. So y'all, there are food lines in France right now. Go look it up. They're standing in long lines trying to get food right now, okay? That's in France, right? All over the globe right now, food, energy, water, all a problem, okay? So keep your eye on that, because hungry people, they work hard. You guys have a great day. Hit that thumbs up on the way out. Do not be a hungry person. Grow food at home. If they start coming out with ordinances that say, oh, you can't grow food at home, right? You got to give it to them, man. You guys have a great day. Hit that thumbs up on the way out. This was a good video about citizens taking control, in case you missed it, right? Making their voices heard, attacking this stuff any way that they can. They got together and formed a citizens group, and maybe everybody chipped in 50 or 100 bucks so they could pay that lawyer. Maybe that lawyer did a little pro bono work and he's as worried about it as they are, right? So that's how we band together and we push this on out the way. Have a great day, y'all. So just one more thing before you guys get out of here. Yeah, I'll tell you about this thing later on, what's going on behind me. But just remember what happened down in Mexico, right? The Muslims started coming into Mexico and they started trying to buy up land so they could build these great big mega mosques. I don't know if you guys remember this. This is legit. And so what happened was they didn't like that, okay? Mexicans are pretty Catholic, right? And Spanish people, Mexicans, I mean, come on. Are you really on the other side of the camera right now trying to correct my vocabulary? Okay, Spanish, Mexican, whatever. I mean, I'm 55 and these are just the words we've used, right? And I got no problem with them. Anyways, what they were doing was they were down there buying up all this land, right? And they were going to build these mosques. So what the Mexicans started doing was they started taking pigs and burying them right where they were going to put the mosque, right? Cutting heads off, burying pig heads, burying pigs. Because once the pig gets the land unclean, the Muslims can't use it, right? They can't build their mosque there. So I was just throwing that in there because it caught my mind at the end of the video. I was going to tell you guys about that because that's just another way people fight back, all right? See you on the next video.